council think of that? Is everyone happy with it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. That's noted.
Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry, Chair. I just realised the questions to the Chairman. I brought up something about the Muga car park. That doesn't seem to be reported in.
Councillor West, do you think you chaired that meeting? Do you
I
know
did
anything
indeed,
about it?
and as normal, we don't normally do many questions to the chair, do we?
No, we don't.
Oh, okay. So Councillor Rainbow expressed his concern. I could have noted.
Right, so can we move on from 7 then?
No, still matters arising.
Many more matters arising.
Yeah, we had, on 966, I put forward a list of recommendations, okay, on the report. None of them were discussed or anything, so therefore, what happens to those recommendations, okay?
Sorry, Councillor West, can you just, what are you referring to now?
966.
We're meant to be talking about the Town Council minutes of the
Yeah, 966 is the town council.
the 7th of October.
Right?
976.
No, 966 is date is.
We've done each board meeting.
Well, matters arising.
I'm on matters arising. This is from matters arising.
Right.
Okay. On the report I gave out, I put forward a list of recommendations. None were discussed. So what happens to those recommendations?
So say that again, David. What item are you referring to?
966.
On the extraordinary meeting.
At the extraordinary, 966,
Okay.
on the white paper.
Yeah, I've got it.
Oh, this is what I was getting confused over. If I may, David, you put forward that list, and then at the council meeting, we took those photographs and we looked at them in detail, and we went through each photograph, working out whether we could repair the kit or not. And then the question was asked whether you still thought that the playground was unsafe. You said it was, and we closed it. So there's always just nothing's going to happen to it. And then in the committee meeting about 2 weeks ago, I believe, we're going to bring to the council a proposal that we instruct. What's the name of the company?
Clements.
Yeah. So it was dealt with by default.
Okay, well, unless I put some recommendations on that report, okay. Right, yeah, okay, fair enough, dealt by default. Underneath 969, we had said there were 3 quotes come back.
Yeah, that's under the pink paper item. Can't really discuss that at this moment in time.
Okay.
We'll have to discuss that when we go to that session.
984.
984.
It's on the big thick piece of paper.
The normal.
Yeah, what about it?
984. What's happening now? Okay, because we've said we're going to get some quotes to come back and get fixed. We've been paying rent all this time and not been getting no revenue on it.
No, I think we accepted the
That
quote.
was just to accept the quotation, wasn't it?
Okay.
It wasn't decide what we're going to do with it. That's another issue altogether.
We did get quotes, and that was one we went with.
Yeah.
Okay, apologies. 987, okay,
Yeah.
indoor sports kit, okay. We have indoor bowls come, people who use this hall and have a mat, okay. It's not even, can the indoor stuff be used on the 106 or?
Yeah, but you need to, that needs to come up under something else, not here.
Okay.
You'll make a resolution on obtaining paper prices.
Okay. 989, wait, 989. Oh yeah. As places are limited to this particular event, anybody who says that they're going to go, if they can't go, can they ring other councillors and ask if they can go, so that our council is properly represented at the cross meeting.
Well, I think that was because certain councillors resigned, didn't they? And that's not a normal occurrence. Although we have had quite a few resignations there. Oh, 3 or 4.
There's a report later on the agenda, and I was going to recommend that two councillors put the name forward this evening, so that I can let the clerk know.
Okay. And 939, as I said, I would phone Sergeant Kidd. I did phone Sergeant Kidd the following day.
Where's 939, Dave?
So 99, my number's wrong around. Try 993, apologies.
993.
I said I would phone Sergeant Kidd, and I did phone Sergeant Kidd. Parking round the railway station and chipping people on bicycles.
Yeah.
993. I did turn say I would phone Sergeant Kidd, and I did phone Sergeant Kidd.
Right, okay.
And he said he was going to get some PCSOs to go round there and have a little look and see what's going on.
Right. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Councillor
I
Holloway.
had one. It came up in conversation with Councillor Baines. I was appraising of some of the decisions we made at the last meeting. It's to do with continued use of BBW. He reminded me of a motion that was tabled and carried that we wouldn't use them again, following their bad advice over the acquisition of the land. We were given, do you remember there was
Position of the land.
yeah, we were looking at inheriting or adopting some land,
That's right.
St John's Road.
St John's Road, and they said, oh, don't worry about the migration of liabilities, it's not an issue. The council went and at an appropriate moment turned around and said, let me explain, and it turned out that it was an issue. And this council, someone proposed a motion that we need to find better solicitors, and it was carried.
Can we
The solicitor's already acting for us, we can't change it at the moment.
Can we make that as an agenda item for a future meeting? Because it's not
Well, the solicitor's already acting for us, and we know they're not very good. So I'd like to make a decision now.
yeah, I think it needs to come at an appropriate time. It's not a
Well,
matter of
the
writing.
council meeting is an appropriate time,
Yeah, I know.
Mr Chair.
I know, but you could bring anything into a council meeting, then couldn't you? Any subject you
Well,
want
I'm
to.
just bringing up a previous motion that was passed by this council. If you think that's wrong,
All I'm saying is,
we're
it's not,
sailing to a different moral compass.
it's,
They're already acting for us, we can't.
Well, they shouldn't be. We took a motion to sack them.
I don't know, Councillor Holloway. I obviously wasn't at that meeting.
Am I the only one?
No, I think, yeah, it sounds familiar.
Pardon?
I chaired that meeting.
Did you chair that meeting?
I think so, because it was,
That was the motion that was tabled and it was carried by this council that we would find different solicitors.
Good point. Good
Was
point.
that recorded in the minutes, Councillor Holloway?
I haven't had a chance to check.
No.
I don't know, because it's news to me.
Obviously why we need to have more precise minutes, so that we can read them and remember.
Good point, Matt.
We'll put it as an agenda item on the next meeting, so that we can have it in black and white as to what we're going to do.
In the meantime, we're throwing good money off the bag.
Well, that's
Am I right?
I think Councillor Holloway's a bit of a flippant comment.
Sorry?
It's a bit of a flippant comment.
Oh, sorry.
I like the fact that I don't know any facts about it. I don't know whether other councillors do or not.
Yeah.
Well, the fact is, they weren't very good.
And
They
this
led us
council
astray.
agreed not to use them.
No, they haven't led us astray, they're still acting for us in the sense that they want to make sure.
Well, sorry, if I may, this council agreed not to use them. Why are we using them? Let's put it that way.
Well, Councillor Holloway, I said I know nothing about what you're saying. This is news to me.
Any
So
other
if it's news to me,
councillors
I don't know if it's news to
I
anybody
support
else.
this.
No, I agree with the call.
Yeah?
I think it was your duties, Chair, when you weren't present.
I wasn't present.
No, you weren't.
I chaired the meeting. But it was only a subcommittee that we started from, wasn't it? So it should have to come to the council.
So we'll
Come to full council.
No, I'm not saying it's done, I'm saying because it was at the General Purpose and Finance Committee, it needed to come to full
okay,
council.
well it will do at the next one then.
So why didn't it then?
I don't know, I just chaired the meeting.
I know you did. That wasn't aimed at you at all.
Oh,
You know, I think there are huge question marks over
Okay.
agenda items and minutes.
You chaired the 15th of July and there's no agenda item on there for that.
right,
Is there a minute?
Mr. Chair, it wasn't as an agenda item, we put up because we were talking about the adopting of the piece of land and the play area. And we were quite clearly told by Councillor Wenham that if we adopted the piece of land and the developer went bankrupt, we could be liable for hundreds of thousands of pounds
Actually,
for the road to go in.
so Helen, if I may, it wasn't a committee meeting because Councillor Wenham was here.
And he was
It was
full council.
It was definitely council, it was a committee meeting because he paid.
He did,
Yeah,
he did.
he did.
We were surprised to see.
Right, now what I don't want is just a general discussion amongst councillors across the room. It's not very professional. So we'll have to look into what you're talking about, councillors, and bring it up at the next full council meeting. Because it's not going to be resolved tonight. There's too much uncertainty and unsureness about it. Okay? Right. Well,
And you can sack
I'm not sure about it.
right, agenda item 8 is Bedfordshire Police. So we do have a PCSO here tonight named Joe, who will give us the monthly crime report. Okay?
Right, this is from when the last meeting was, which was 4th of October, so it starts on the 5th.
Did you take the minutes?
No.
Sorry.
Right, there's 5 crimes under violence against a person. Most of them is domestic sort of things and harassment, which is really relevant. But there's one that I'm keeping an eye on, that you might be interested in, which is on the 25th, there was a public order offence. It's to do with the road closure